not too bad out today. You're not going out with that bad ear. Where's the key? To the mailbox. Just tell me where it is, I'll get it. Oh, I never would have figured that out.
You've been the only good boy here. That's your reward.
Oh, it's freezing. Well, without a jacket on, it's freezing. That conversation was worth 2 million dollars. She said Spring Street was sold today. I mean, Marlborough. It will be recorded right away. You give her a treat.
No, stop, Scooter. You're selfish. Here, honey. Scooter, stop being selfish. Here. Here, baby. Scooter, here. Scooter, look at me. Here, here's your Scooter. Go get it. Baby, here. Want another one? Here, want another one? Here. Scooter, go with the food and stop it. Here, baby. Here. Oh, come here, baby.
Well, I thought maybe something nice would buy the place. And we'd be better off.
Scooter, come.
You hear me?
It's Karen.
Well, if somebody nice bought the place, you'd probably want to stay.
Here, baby. Here. Want carrot?
Denise?
Here, would you?
Yeah. See, I gave Jay
Here.
certified money orders. Now I wish I hadn't. Wish I gave checks and money orders like you.
Well, I got receipts for everything.
Well, no, I mean, when he doesn't cash the checks and they go bad, then you just tell him to draw. I gave him certified checks, and they're good for 3 years.
That's not good. I mean, whatever, I'm not saying that. But I'm just like, he did my checks, and I'm like, okay, I went down. And I remember the day he told me that, I'm like, are you out of your ass? Let's go to Bank America, Dre. Let's go chat. He goes, oh, so I don't owe you that. You have the opportunity to catch it. It says on the back of the check and on the bottom, you have this many days to catch it. You fucked your own money. And then I went and bought money orders, just cash on the barrel peg. I said, I'm not gonna, I pay cash. Here it is, my cash, to give you this money order, and you decide not to cash it, you screwed yourself. I'm not paying you anything back. That's why I haven't seen the time. I pay him now, I pay it, and I have a note in there, and I copy everything, and I am like anal now about it. And I told him last time, I said, here's the other thing too. Mike told me that he comes up over there and says, I want to see your apartment anytime. I'm like, you're not coming to my apartment.
Yeah.
So I said to him, if you want to come in my apartment, you gotta give me 24-hour notice, because you're not coming in my apartment. If you don't give me 24-hour notice, then guess what? It's your loss. It's your loss. You need to talk to me, or you need to do something, because I'm all set. I'm all done. And I can be out of here in, oh my God. I can call people, be out of here in an hour. But, you know, I don't want to fuck him up. I don't want to mess him up. I don't want to hurt him. You know, I don't want to do that to him. But don't do that. Don't do that. You know, isn't it? Here, babies. Yours is over here. Your carrots.
I'm surprised he didn't go after you for the checks that expired, though. I'm just shocked.
Well, no, he can't. He can't. He can't. Because it's on there. It states on my bank account, you have this many days to cash it. Then he comes back to me like, here. And he gave them back to me, and I'm like, okay, let's sit down. Did you cash that? No. Why? You can't just Why? And he finally told me, he goes, well, I'm in trouble financially, and I didn't, because it's my mother's house and all this, and I didn't want to show, because he went for a second mortgage. I don't know if you know this or not. He went for a second mortgage. He goes, I went for a second mortgage, and I didn't want them to know I had this much money in the bank. And I said, so how the F is that my problem? How is it my problem? I gave you these things, I made copies of them, they're in my apartment. You wanna talk with me now? Bye. I don't think so. I was so good at it, and then he decided to do that. He did it to Jackie too. Me and Jackie talked about it. I'm like, I'm not doing this again.
What do you do to Jackie?
Same thing. You know, he would. I guess I don't know what they oil or something. I don't think they pay rent, but the oil or something. What they do, but he did the same thing. He's.
They don't have oil.
They have whatever they pay him for. Maybe it's back something. I don't know. They don't pay him rent. I don't think.
No, they have a life estate upstairs.
Huh?
They have a life estate.
Yeah, well, they pay. I don't know whether they have a loan with him. I don't know what it is, but he did the same thing with him.
He didn't cash your checks either?
He's stuck. Huh?
He didn't cash your checks either?
But I guess he's stuck here. Hold on, baby. Hey. You're stuck on this thing, Harry. Hold on. Okay, come on.
I don't need that in the, what was it, that stupid thing in the ground? You can pull it, Denise, I don't need it. No, I put the thing up in the bush, I don't bother with it, you know?
Here, that's yours. All right.
So in court yesterday, the judge said the eviction was a possession, they couldn't go for back rent. And they wanted to go for back rent, and it's 5 months. I just told me, you give me a letter like that, you shit on my chair, you defecate on my chair, are you crazy? So the judge says, when I was telling him, I says, I don't know how to tell you this, it's so disgusting what he did. And I really didn't know how to tell him, you know, and the judge says, well, just tell me. And I says, I was showing him a video about the guy in the back, and, the guy in the back had threatened, I was complaining about his dog shitting, and he said, he would do this, drop his pants and do the same thing. So Jay dropped his pants, unbeknownst to me, unbuckled his buckle and sat there with that long shirt, and I didn't see him. When he got up and left, I went to my granddaughter's room, there was a pile of shit in my chair, and Jay was on the stand. And here's how he went. This is what Jay went like this. That it came out. He was so shocked it came out. He died. He almost fell right off the chair. And then I told him, he called me and asked me for massage with the full works for 50. He, the girl before me, he asked for massage with the girl before. I says, I'm going to subpoena all these people that he said these things to, Your Honor. And I says, in my living room, he made a sexual joke, swearing, cursing. I says, he really shouldn't be the person taking care of these properties. The rent checks, he keeps them in his bureau drawer. I says, you keep the rent checks in your bureau drawer, Jay? Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's in the bureau drawer. He got cozy, and the judge saw that coziness repeatedly. He didn't like that, You're in your court, his court, respect him. And then at the end, he says to Jay, you really think the fair market value was right on her apartment? Like it's not worth that. And I told him he charged me $600, and as soon as I walked in the door and had my stuff in there, it was $850. Remember I told you he changed it, he upped it? So he says, she owes you nothing. 5 months, she owes you nothing, that's it.
I have no idea what.
So,
I don't even, like, it's so bizarre, I'm so outside of it. It's like, it's ridiculous how this is happening over here.
Well, it was 7 checks of yours that he expired. How many money orders did he expire on you?
No, but one.
One.
And then he came back to me, and it was Bank of America, I just told you that, and I went back and I said, okay, let's go to the Bank of America. He goes, no, he has no right to the money, it's 90 days, he didn't cash it. So I said, here's a copy of the money order, go back to the bank, and if you think you can get this money from me, come back and get me. And he said, he came to my work and he said, you're right, I was delinquent on it. I'm like, were you not paying attention, or do you not like your own money, or how do you work here? Because I'm not going to do this again with you. That's why I just like, when it comes to that, I'm very careful now, I'm very careful. Everything's photocopied, I have a notary public, I have it all done now. I'm like, I'm all set with you, Jay. I'm not going to.
But I'm just so surprised that he still hasn't tried to get it, even though it was expired.
He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. He already knows. I got people who know people who talk. Don't even think he can get it. It's his own fault. It's his own fault.
Once the check expired.
It expired. He was supposed to cash it in so many days. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Well, 7 checks is a lot of checks.
Well, then why would you keep them?
Well, he told me, his brother Phil said, we're trying to get a loan and we need that money. It was bullshit.
Well, no. He told me that he was trying to, maybe that's it. because he was trying to get a loan because second mortgage or something.
The property.
That's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So don't even call me on that.
Were the investments, he and Phil were trying to get a pension put together with that money for their future. That's what they were doing, hoarding the money.
Yeah, well, why is it our fault?
And then he says, I says,
It's not my fault.
how much was in the drawer? He says, 50,000. I says, you had 50,000 in checks, and none of them were good hardly by the time you got to the bank. Only
Is it our fault?
15,000. So he,
No,
you know,
it's not.
And you look and you say, your poor mother, you
I said to him, well, I remember saying to him, you know what, you're a dumb fuck. One, because I have 2 accounts and you couldn't see that you weren't cashing these, and every single time I called you, I said, please do it in 15 days. Please do it in 15 days. You'd never answer the phone. I'd leave a message. I'd write you a note, the next check. Please cash it in 15 days. That's pretty normal, I'd say. I'm like, you know what? My family got a lawyer. Like, let him fuck himself, Denise. Let him fuck himself. We got him. We got him. We got him. I'm like, yeah, you're all right, Jay. Boop, you're done. You didn't
But
get a
I'm
penny
surprised he didn't try to evict you because he didn't get the money.
back. Because I know what I'm doing.
Well, I know
Financially,
what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. And I went back and I talked to him and I said, here, you want to talk to my somebody? You want to talk to my lawyers? You want to talk to my brother-in-law? You want to talk to somebody? Let's talk. Let's sit down and talk. And then he's like, you're right.
When did you say that to him?
It was months ago. It was months ago.
What's he doing with Michael?
Michael who? Oh, I don't know. I don't get involved in his business.
Michael says he gives him a couple of hundred.
I don't know what Michael. I don't get in his money problems. Michael's got to do his own thing. You know, if I could take care of his dog, that's fine.
Well, he won't go near Michael. He's afraid of Michael.
No.
He
I
would
don't-
never talk to Michael the way he talks to the women.
Where's my dog?
And because you have your brother, your son-in-law, and everybody, he won't fool around with
I
you.
won't, alright? Because I'll tell you, don't fuck me. I'll fuck you harder. I have family who has family who knows. You know, don't screw with me. And I've never done anything to Jay ever to make him feel bad or hurt him or do wrong to him ever. He's always been good to me. When my heater went down, he had it right here, the bill, the receipt. I said, I want a receipt, I want a docket number, I want everything. He put it right on my bed, right on my table.
Receipt for what?
Doing my heater that he messed up, remember?
How did that happen?
He said somebody maliciously did it.
What did they do?
He said somebody in our apartment maliciously screwed up my heater.
You mean the gas? That day we were down there?
No, not we. You were down there. I wasn't down there. But he said, and he came up and he said, somebody's messing with your heat, Denise.
And you told him bullshit, that's not
I said,
true.
who could do it? He goes, well, you know, probably your neighbor. And I said, wait a minute. First and foremost, not that we're the best of friends, but she never goes down there. You have it freaking locked. Mike doesn't go down there. I don't want to go down there. And you need to go talk to your freaking brother, because that's who did it. Phil was down here. So don't be blaming Marilyn, don't be blaming Mike, don't be blaming my ass. Go talk to your fucking brother. Sorry, I'm a little mad right now.
Well,
And I said, and I want it done tonight, so get your Jibberoni Jean guys over here, and I want a receipt in it for everything you did, because I keep it. He goes, all right, I'll have it done myself.
what did he put on the receipt? What did he use?
Done free, something Valve or whatever it was, I don't remember. I don't
Well, free, not you. He's not going to pay for that.
No, I'm not paying for it, but he said it's all done, and he signed it, and he said, whatever he said, and I got it all in my bills and stuff. I'm like, yeah, fine, good.
I told you, it was the automatic water feeder. What happened?
Whatever,
What happened?
I don't even care.
What happened, I think, when Bill said to me, it's the pump. I says, the pump to what? My furnace? He says, no, you got a new furnace. He says, life sucks and then you die. Why'd you have to go to town? I says, I called you people repeatedly. You don't answer the phone. There's a noise in the basement and there's a smell. Something is wrong again. You give me no choice. So he went in and he shut your gas furnace off because
Why would he do that?
he said he thought there was a valve. He must have smelled gas coming out of it, and the water was pouring out of it in the floor.
Well, maybe in the basement.
Yeah, in the
Okay,
basement.
because I didn't smell
Because
that.
when the
He
gas
asked me, I go,
man,
no, it's not
when
true.
the gas man came, it was shut off already, so he couldn't
That's
get
what I
anything.
thought. That's what the police said to me.
Yeah.
He
What?
said, did you have a problem? I'm like, no. And he goes, well, it was already shut when we got here. I'm like, well, then you need to talk to Phil. Because Phil's the only person outside of Jay that was here. Marilyn didn't do it, Mike didn't do it, Denise didn't do it, so step off. So go to his brother.
Oh, well, I went down there when I went to see Phil, and I had something, and I recorded everything he said, and you want to listen to it. And that's exactly what he said. I asked him, what's the problem? I think it needs a pump. What needs a pump? My furnace? No. And so I says, well, is it the gas furnace, the pump you need? And then I called the fire department, the gas company, and then Jay showed up And then when the gas man went down, it was already off, unbeknownst to me that Phil had shut it off. He only
Wow.
told me he needed a pump, but then I found it was shut off. So that's why, out of the 4 times I called, every single time the gas company found multiple leaks. This last time he just went to the furnace, but it was shut off.
Yeah.
I should have called him first, the gas company, while it was up and
I
alive.
don't know. I'm so done.
But I'm so glad it was fixed.
I'm so done. I'm so done.
That
I'm so-
gas furnace is no good. It's old. It's an
so-
antique.
The day I move out of here, I'm gonna have a big freaking party.
Yeah.
Oh God,
What are you gonna do?
choking.